Greetings, my movie ghouls. Welcome back to our Halloween countdown, 31 Days of Horror. This is my first time watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and oh my, it's a hard watch, isn't it?
What happened was true.
But is it a hard watch because it is dated and sets the tropes of a killer family in backwoods Texas? Or because it's so visceral that it feels like it's an actual snuff film? I don't know, let's talk. This film doesn't seem to have a purpose other than shock and grossing out the audience. It's no secret that I'm a wuss, and horror slashers, they're not my favourite films. They do make me jump all the time. And that's one of the reasons why, for my Halloween countdown, I watched films like Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is so weird and off-the-wall entertaining, it has gone down to become known as a classic. It's extremely well made, well acted, if a little screamy at points.
Even if one of them survives, what will be left?
The whole film is extremely effective. Despite being based on a true story, it's a fictional story that has taken cues from to create Leatherface based on real-life serial killer Ed Gein. In fact, did you know Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Silence of the Lambs all have killers who were somewhat based on Ed Gein? And now, you know movies. It's a horrifying film that has no reason for anything. There's no motivation. There's no background to the family other than the grandpa was a good murderer and he's really quick at doing it. There's no real speculation to why these things are happening within the film. It's a clear exercise in creating movie terror. And again, it's so effective at what it does. The farmhouse is filled with totems and body parts, furniture made from human flesh, just like Gein did. And the main inhabitant is Leatherface, who screams garbled noises as he hacks and kills his victims while running around with a chainsaw. It's utterly intense, and each person who moves into the house doesn't come out unless she jumps out of a window twice. Despite the film being slightly obscure as to what they do with the bodies, with the suggestion that they've turned it into food and that's what they're eating around the table at the end, it is a stomach-churning film.
I'll do anything you want.
And what I love about this is it is a great example of a low-budget horror done right. Exploitation and horror are always able to make a profit. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre can be viewed in the same vein as films like Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead, and Last House on the Left, because they provide a good starting place for the ambitious filmmaker who is unable to get the bigger projects off the ground. And you see it. Horror, this is where they start. This is where the good directors always start. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is an excellent, visceral horror movie that, again, it's taken me too long to watch. But I suppose that because of the reputation that went with it, it's fairly obvious why I didn't watch it when I was younger. It's an infamous film that appears to be more gruesome than it actually is. But due to the filming and acting, it works so well to make the audience feel repulsed by it. Let me know your thoughts on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the comments below. And why not subscribe and ring that Halloween bell, ding dong, to be notified every day in October when we release a video. And thank you for watching. Sleep tight.
Even if one of them survives, what will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.